Welcome back to Know How Right Now. What I'm going to go over today is division of fractions. So a lot of people get this confused for multiplication and addition and subtraction, but this is division of fractions. So let's get started. Let's say you have a fraction, 1/3. This is just saying 1 divided by 3 divided by 6 divided by 5. Okay? What am I going to do here? What's the first thing I'm going to do? Well, some people like to do this. They like to say, okay, well, we'll keep this first term the way it is, and it's being divided by another term. So we can change this into a multiplication sign. And then what we can do is we can change this into the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 6/5 will be 5/6. Okay? And so here in this case, we don't have to worry about a common denominator. Okay, so if you remember, this is the denominator and this is the numerator. All we have to do now is we multiply. We multiply these two together. So 1 times 5, the top is going to be 1 times 5, for example, and the bottom is going to be 3 times 6. So this is going to equal 1 times 5 is 5, and 3 times 6 is 18. Now, once you get the hang of this, you may not want to do it this way. For example, later on you might have some bigger division problems and stuff like that. So, or it may be written differently. For example, 1/3 divided by, what do we have? 6/5. It can also be written this way, right? Well, the way I like to think about this is, okay, this is the same thing as saying, see, 1/3 divided by 6/5 is the same thing as multiplying them like this. So multiplying them like this. So if you get the motion, I'm going to do it one more time. I know it might be silly, but look. 1/3 divided by 6/5 is the same thing as multiplying like this. Which means this times this, and this times this. So, what do I get here? I'm going to start with 1 times 5, which is equal to 5, and 3 times 6, which is equal to 18. So, if you notice, the very bottom one right here is multiplied by the very top one, and the two middle numbers are going to be multiplied by each other. It's the same thing that we just did. Okay? The good thing about doing it the other way is that it's easier to see something like 18 over, I don't know, 5 divided by 25, or 6 over 25. So it's easier to see where we can simplify everything, because remember, we can simplify this expression here by it's my wife. Oh, I'll call her right back. Sorry about that. Okay, so what we can do is we can flip this, like I said, do the reciprocal. So let's rewrite this. 18 over 5 times, I'm going to make the reciprocal, so 25 over 6. And then at this point is when we simplify. So in order to simplify, what we can do is we can divide these two, or simplify them. 5 goes into 25. 5 goes into 25, or let's do it this way. 6 goes into 18 3 times, so 3 over 5. over 25 over 6 went into 18 3 times, so this becomes a 3, right? 1 6 goes into 18 3 times, so 1 6 goes into 18 3 times, so this is now just a 1, right? But wait, we can go a little further, because 1 5 goes into 25 5 times. So let's say this is 3 over 1 times 5 over 1. So this is easy now, right? Because 3 times 5 is 15, and 1 times 1 is 1, and that's the same thing as saying 15. So the cool way about this, the cool thing about this is that you can simplify it. It's easier to see it, the simplification than it is the other way. But nonetheless, I still like to use the other way. That's my preferred method. So if you have any questions about this, please let me know, and I'll get back with you. So just email me or leave a comment below. Thanks.